Nothing shocks me, Oliver. Absolutely nothing. Tell me everything.
Welcome to MsMojo Glow, and today we're counting down our picks for some of the details that went into creating the dark comedy thriller Saltburn. Number 10. How Emerald Fennel came up with the story.
I mean, there's no one in this film who actually knows how to communicate love effectively or in a healthy way.
Emerald Fennel both writes and directs the psychological thriller exploring desire and obsession among the British elite. Fennel drew inspiration from the striking image of, quote, someone licking the bottom of the bathtub, a visual she chose to share with viewers. If you know, you know. This peculiar mental picture, along with the specific sentence that would ultimately be uttered by her imagined character, I wasn't in love with him, evolved into the complex persona of Oliver. After plotting the screenplay for years, Fennell wrote it in utmost secrecy, allowing no previews of it until she deemed it ready. Number 9. A very specific filming ratio.
And she wanted the film to feel like voyeuristic and that we're looking into this, like peeking in.
At a press conference, cinematographer Lena Sandgren likened Saltburn's 4:3, also known as 1.33:1 aspect ratio, to that used in German expressionism and silent films, and that the movie was infused with an almost surreal, quote, looking glass or dollhouse vibe. The narrow frame is meant to emphasize a visual perspective where viewers are not directly immersed, but rather have a detached onlooker stance, similar to appreciating a piece of art. Number 8. Filming locations. Dating back to the 1300s, the real-life English manor used in the film is the main backdrop for much of the story. Fennell wanted to set her tale in a unique location, believing it would feel more real if nobody knew much about it. So the creative team, including production designer Susie Davies, found a private manor in Northamptonshire, reportedly Drayton House. Everyone involved was apparently required to keep the location's details a secret while filming, and the owners reportedly granted production exclusive use of their home and some creative freedom with necessary alterations. Number 7. Literary influences. Much like L.P. Hartley's The Go-Between, Saltburn delves into class dynamics, secrets, and coming of age within the luxurious confines of a wealthy family's estate. Inspiration taken from Anthony Burgess's A Clockwork Orange, Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights, and Daphne du Maurier's Rebecca add darker elements, contributing to an unsettling tone. Apparently, Jacob Elordi was encouraged to read Evelyn Waugh's Brideshead Revisited to help him step into his character's mindset.
In order to make something uncanny, you have to make it feel familiar first.
Number 6. Costume inspiration.
Oh, how about fancy dress?
The mid-2000s Facebook-dominated era guided costume designer Sophie Canali to a 2007 fashion flashback. Rediscovering Abercrombie, Hollister, and style icons like Kate Moss, she curated cast wardrobes, ensuring each character's attire was a perfect fit. Felix's laid-back style, inspired partly by Princes William and Harry, featured brands that give away his upper-class background. Oliver's look evolved from a caricature of an Oxford student to align more with how he sees his wealthier peers dress. Felix's cousin Farley's attention-grabbing wardrobe supposedly took the longest to piece together. His look mirrors his uniqueness. Also, Lady Elspeth's outfits are, excuse the pun, to die for. Number 5. Some unscripted moments. Some of the film's most unforgettable, albeit disturbing scenes were improvised by the cast. One such instance is the graveyard incident. Fennell supposedly dropped a hint on how she thought the character would act at this moment, and Barry Kane took it the rest of the way. The closed set, leaving only 3 crew members, empowered Keoghan to push boundaries.
It's the next level up in obsession, and I just wanted to see, when action happened, what I'd do as Oliver.
Another moment that had us itching to look away is the bathtub scene. Reportedly, Keoghan came up with his character's elongated interaction with the bathtub to really hammer home the intensity of his fixations. Number 4. An intriguing acoustic.
Because everything here should make a sound.
Foley artists rank among the most creatively inventive individuals, and for this project, thinking beyond conventional boundaries to come up with the sound effects needed was more than a prerequisite. For instance, how would you recreate the sound of someone rubbing their face on the bottom of a bathtub? Did you think of raw octopus sliding against oil? Because Saltburn's sound team did. Well, they mixed it in with the sounds Keoghan was already making. Their 8-limbed companion made additional contributions to some of the more lustful scenes in the movie. It also played a role in Lady Elspeth Catton's final moments. Number 3. A Midsummer Night's Dream party scene.
What kind of party?
I don't know, whatever you want.
The actors noted a second real-life party going on at the premises, essentially causing reality and fiction to blur during this 2-day bash. Influencer and party extra Louisa Cordery shed light on the shoot, making it sound incredibly trippy and unbelievably awesome. She posted photos from her high-life experience and luxurious indulgence, including one of her hotel room. She also shared the crew's efforts in organizing extravagant dinners that wove thematic connections to the movie's plot. She jokingly concluded that she and her pals, quote, managed to leave unscathed. Number 2. How Barry Keoghan became Oliver.
I was amazed at just the different ranges and different layers to Oliver. And
While prepping for the role, Keoghan kept 5 different notebooks, each delving into a different portrayal of the character. Oliver undergoes a significant transformation from the moment we first meet him to the final scene. So naturally, the character's aspirations, mindset, and even how he carries himself change. Keoghan made notes on all of this to ensure he knew the character inside out. He also revealed that since the film wasn't shot in a linear timeline, they helped him maintain consistency in Oliver's journey. Number 1. That ending. In the final scene, Oliver jubilantly dances through the Saltburn estate to Sophie Ellis-Bextor's murder on the dance floor. Originally, the plan was for Oliver to walk through the mansion, but that didn't strike the right chord for Fennell. The scene, choreographed by Polly Bennett, was captured in a long take in contrast to the tour Felix offered earlier in the movie. The creative choice for Oliver to dance in the buff subtly asserts his dominance in his new home. Notably, they shot the sequence 11 times, until Fennell felt satisfied that Oliver exuded enough, quote, evil joie de vivre to draw audiences to his side.
He's always as ready as I am to do the thing that other people will be disapproving of.